Hello, welcome back to my channel, Do It Yourself Designs. My name is Marcia. I'm here today to share a lovely idea with you. It's a denim dress that I saw when I was at Harrods in October with lovely crystals, lots of stripes in the diagonal, crisscrossing, and it's absolutely stunning dress and I fell in love with it. But the price tag of £1,550, it was just too much for my pocket, so I thought I could recreate this dress for a fraction of the price, and I could actually even recycle a pair of jeans to make this dress. So I got these jeans here from the charity shop for only £1, and the price tag is still in it. It was reduced so many times, the jeans, and £1 is worth trying. It's not going to break the bank if I don't manage to make the dress out of it, if I make a mistake or so. It's worth trying. And I got quite a lot of material because the legs are quite wide as well, so hopefully I'll be able to get a dress out of it. I'm really excited about this idea. I'm going to use my dress form here as a guide to put the fabric over it and drape it, and to see if it will fit, if you'll be able to make the dress out of it. So if you haven't got a dress form, don't worry, you can try in your own body and look in the mirror and try to adjust in certain areas. It's not impossible to do it, and you're trying it on as well. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done yet, you'll be notified next time I post another video. So let's get started. I noticed that the jeans have got this curved shape on the crotch area, so I thought I would probably be able to use this to make a princess seam here in the bust area. So I'm going to start unpicking all that section here in the crotch area, so I can use as much of the material as possible. The dress will have to have a seam at the front. It's the only way to recycle the pair of jeans. So I'm measuring the front, my front, and the jeans section on the crotch area. So I cut the right size, the right measurement. Now I'm trying it on to see the right fit for my bust area. So now I'm trying on the dress form and adjusting, pinning on the sides and measuring. I'm going to do the other leg, putting the side that I already cut on top of the other and trying to match the seams, the double seams, and I'm cutting all around, following the same way as I did for the other side, for the left side, so both will be the same. The seams that have the double stitching are matching perfectly, as you can see. Now I'm going to pin both sides together at the front of the dress so I can sew it. You can see both sides are pinned together, and I'm trying the dress form, making sure if it looks alright, if it's the right shape. And now I'm going to need to fold in a little bit on the side to give a little bit of shape of the bust area, almost like a dart, but the dart will be hidden on the seam where it used to be the crotch area of the jeans. So I done already one side, now I'm trying it on to see if it feels alright, if it looks alright. So I'm quite pleased with it. Now I'm sewing the sides at the front of the dress and on the bust area where I tucked the little fabric underneath to give a bit of shape around that area. So I'm putting the back of the jeans on my dress form now upside down. As you can see, the pocket is at the bottom. That will be my skirt section. And I'm marking with tailor's chalk the neck area, the armhole, and the shoulder area. And now I'm cutting where I marked. If you find this difficult, you can always use the back of a dress, your favorite dress that fits you perfectly. Might be easier for you. I lined up all the seams here at the back so they match perfectly. So I added some pins over here, and now I'm going to cut exactly how I did it in the dress form. As I came to cut the back section of the dress, I realized there's some pockets there in the way, so I need to remove this pocket. I thought I was going to get away from having to do it, but I don't think it would look good with both pockets at the bottom. So I removed both pockets and I was left with a dark patch there where the pocket was, but I'll sort that out afterwards. Now I'm putting the front of the dress on top of the back of the dress, just to make sure length the right size and the sideways and everything matches perfectly. And the back seam as well, I still got some pins there, making sure that won't move, so be in the right distance at the back on both sides. So I'm just going to cut all around now. I pinned the sides and the shoulder area, and now I'm trying it on, making some final adjustments, and the back as well, making sure that everything fits perfectly. Very pleased. I decided to add a double layer of top stitching on the back, just like the original one, so it will look very similar, so with the yellow thread. I pressed the hem seams the same length as the dress at the front, so they will match perfectly there. So I pinned it all over, so I'll be ready to sew. I'm trying the dress again now, this time inside out, to make sure all the seams are going to be perfect, putting the pins in the right places. I'm using some leftover scrap material from the jeans to make the buns for the armhole, just like the original one. So I'm cutting all around. I'll need 2 for the front section and 2 for the back. I'm pinning the band for the armhole right at the front, and the facing on the inside, really right side of the facing to wrong side of the fabric. When you turn it over after you sew, you have that effect, like this one here, already done. And I pinned over here now, ready for sewing. And I'm going to do some top stitching with the contrasting yellow thread around the edge here and around here. I will also cut a band for the neck edge, just like I did for the armhole, and I'll be sewing and top stitching into place, just like the original dress. If you have any questions about this tutorial, please leave a comment down below and I'll be very happy to answer. I was left with that dark patch at the back, so I need to cover it up because it doesn't look good. So I'm putting the pocket upside down to cover up. I think it will look quite nice, quite an interesting feature. Here's the dress finished, guys. I'm really pleased with the result. It's really lovely. If you don't want to put any crystals on it, and you can just leave it like that, it's just quite nice, it's lovely. But I decided to add the crystals to it, just like in the original dress. So I'm doing all the markings, making sure everything is very well proportioned. I'm making a little triangle to start with in the front, so I'll guide myself from that to measure up everything after that, just using my ruler and an erasable pen. This pen will disappear after a few minutes, so I'm doing the markings a bit at a time, because if I leave it too long, by the time I go to work on it again, the markings will have disappeared. So I'm just adding the crystals, adding the glue, adding 3 crystals at a time, because this glue dries very fast, so I have to be pretty quick. I'm measuring 6 centimeters between the diamond and the next one, so from that point I'm measuring up all the others the same, 4.5 centimeters on the sides and 6 centimeters for the diamonds from one point to the other. So just do all your markings and carry on measuring up and adding crystals. This dress is really beautiful and these crystals are amazing. So I used from A mass, and they are clear crystals, 4 millimeters, and the glue I use is B7000. I find this task very therapeutic. You hardly notice the time going by. I'm very pleased with the way how this dress has turned out. It's absolutely stunning, and it looks very similar to the original Balmain dress. If you like this idea, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It will be very much appreciated. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next time with another very inspirational idea.